If you haven't heard, there's been a lot of federal buzz the past few months about unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs. We better know them as UFOs. NASA has even appointed a director of UAP research. This begs the question of whether aliens might actually be real, and if the US government is confirming that. I'm here with Dr. Andrew Kerr, the Dell Etheridge Planetarium manager with a PhD in astrophysics. So Dr. Kerr, why now do you believe the US government is focusing on UAPs, UFOs, whatever we want to call them?
I don't think that they are just now focusing. The reality is that NASA, and especially the Department of Defense, they have always examined just all of these reports of UFOs, UAPs, whatever you want to call them. And the reason that they have done it quietly in the past is because there's a certain amount of, you don't want to cause alarm or concern or anything like that. I think recently, however, what we've seen is that there have been so many reports lately, and there have been so many people interested, and so much bad information out there as well, that they are just kind of formalizing a process that they've always had in place and making it a little more transparent for folks to be able to see what's going on with it.
So do you think that this is like a good thing, that they're making it more transparent? Do you think it should stay secret?
I don't think it's a bad thing. The reality is that with the amount of news that is being reported and generated at this point, and the fact that there are so many both legitimate news sources and illegitimate news sources, that by doing this in a more legitimate way, doing this in a more transparent way, they're seeking to head off some of the issues that might come from misinformation, bad actors, people who are trying to actually put things out there that aren't real.
So what does the broader scientific community think of like these alien claims that were happening recently?
Well, my guess is that the broader scientific community, as always, is remaining skeptical of a lot of these claims that are out there. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof, and that extraordinary proof just does not exist at this point. The bigger problem in all of that is that scientists, and I'm sure that this is the case, scientists are more than willing to accept the concept of extraterrestrial life, everything like that, but they just want the proof. And so far, the proof has been decidedly lacking.
So what are your thoughts on those who say that this will, like all these claims right now, will undermine actual future evidence?
I don't know that that's entirely the case. The reality is that, okay, so if NASA is going to make an announcement that they have discovered life on Mars, on an exoplanet, on one of the moons of Jupiter, one of the moons of Saturn, the way that NASA is going to do it, it's not going to be undermined. They are going to be 100% certain of what they've done and the data that they have seen to actually show this. So I don't think it's necessarily going to undermine a legitimate claim of extraterrestrial life. It does more to undermine illegitimate claims of extraterrestrial life at this point. And so, you know, we're looking at something that really will change the way that people view the universe as a whole. And so until there is a 100% certainty, we're not going to see anything official. And that 100% certainty on NASA's part should be more than enough to convince most folks of its truthfulness.
Do you personally believe, aliens, there's some sort of life out there?
I honestly think that given the size of the universe, that there is no way that there isn't other life out there. Other life has to exist. Now, the problem lies in the fact that that life is bound by the same laws of physics that we are. And so therefore, it is highly unlikely that that life is visiting us at this point. If life from outside of the Earth is visiting the Earth and observing us, that life is so far advanced above us in terms of what they can accomplish technologically in the universe that we are simply no threat. And at best, they probably are ambivalent towards us. Well, no, at worst, they are ambivalent towards us. And at best, they would be benevolent and looking to bestow either technology or ideas upon us that would actually help to progress us farther. So I really don't have too much of a worry about all of this, but I am pretty firmly in the camp that there probably is life out there, but it probably hasn't visited us.
Perfect. Thank you, Dr. Kerr. Back to you, Studio Shainna.